In this video, I'll guide you through 7 daily habits that can help you improve your English without taking up too much of your time. These ideas came from years of ineffective studying, lots of mistakes, and finally discovering a method that actually worked. Now I'm going to walk you through exactly what I did and how I went from a passive learner to someone who lives, works, and creates content in English every single day. But before we continue, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. One of the best ways to learn a language is to make it part of your daily life. And the easiest way to do that is by building simple, consistent routines. Guys, I've got some cool ideas to share, so let's jump into the first one. And the first habit is start your day with listening to something in English. Looking back at my student years, I used to start my day by listening to something in English for 5 or 10 minutes. Here's what I listened to: a BBC radio program, a short YouTube video, it could be a breakfast vlog from my favorite creator, or a mini lesson from an English teacher, or an audiobook. Harry Potter, read by Stephen Fry, Sherlock Holmes, or Treasure Island. I was crazy about English classics. And you may ask, how should I do that? By just sitting in my room and listening while I'm already late for my work or studies? No, you may do it while stretching, getting dressed, or making breakfast. Basically, make it part of your morning routine. And here is a fun idea. In the elevator or on your way to the office or uni, try repeating what you just heard. I used to do it in the shower. Actually, you can do this habit anytime, during your bedtime routine or while having lunch. The key is to make listening in English a daily habit. You'll be surprised how much progress you'll make in just a month or a year. And here is a tip not many people talk about. Use background listening. Even if you're multitasking, cooking, walking, doing chores, let English audio play in the background. Your brain is still picking up rhythm, pronunciation, and structure. So many people wait for the right time and perfect conditions, like, oh, I don't have half an hour to watch this video. But here's the truth. It's better to stop waiting for the perfect moment and just start. Even with 5 minutes a day. Now you have no excuse for not finding time to listen to and practice English. Even if it's just audio playing in the background, it still counts. Moving on to habit number 2. Do daily tasks in English. This one is simple, but super effective and honestly really enjoyable. Just take the things you already do every day, like meditating, working out, cooking, and do them in English. Why does it work so well? Because it connects English with your real life. You stop treating it like homework and start living the language. You hear the same phrases and vocabulary again and again, but in a natural context. And that's how things stick. Plus, it saves time. No need to make time to study when you're already doing your everyday tasks. Guys, and here are some cool ideas to get you started. Meditation. Try channels like Great Meditation or Lavender on YouTube. Their voices are calm, their vocabulary is simple, and their content helps you relax while improving your listening. It's a great way to start or end your day with some positive energy in English. Cooking. Follow recipe videos from Tasty, Binging with Babish, or Pick Up Limes. You'll hear action verbs, food-related vocabulary, and step-by-step instructions, and you'll learn how to make something delicious at the same time. Workouts. Do workouts with Pamela Reif or Matt Fit. They give short, clear instructions in everyday English. Want something slower and more mindful? Try yoga with Adriene. Alright, moving on to the next one, habit number 3. Read a little every day. Reading is one of the most underrated ways to improve your English, and honestly, one of the most efficient ones. Just 5 minutes a day. The goal isn't to finish a book in a week. It's to make reading in English a natural part of your daily life, like brushing your teeth or making tea. Why is it so powerful? Because reading helps your brain get used to how English really works. The more you read, the more you start to feel what sounds right. It also builds your vocabulary and improves spelling. And unlike videos, you can do it at your own pace. Reread, highlight, pause, and take your time. What can you read? BBC Learning English articles, blogs or email newsletters from your favorite creators, short stories or classic novels, your favorite childhood books, but in English this time, like The Little Prince. Since you already know the story, your brain can relax and focus on the language. So, how to build the habit? Keep an English book on your nightstand or in your bag. Read while drinking your morning coffee or tea. Replace 5 minutes of social media scrolling with reading. Use a reading tracker or journal to note interesting words. Reading in English doesn't have to be hard or time-consuming. It just needs to become part of your routine. A few minutes a day, every day, that's where the real progress happens. Moving on, in habit number 4 is journaling. Journaling is an amazing way to reflect in English, describe your environment, and activate your passive vocabulary. Guys, there are so many benefits and there is no rule on how to journal. Start small, write about what happened today. What are your plans? Any thoughts or memories? Use bullet points, simple grammar, basic words. Try to do it at the same time each day, maybe with your morning coffee or right before bed. Keep a notebook nearby or start a digital journal in Google Docs or a journaling app. I personally prefer to write with a pen and paper, but you do you. The goal is to make it feel like a safe, easy space where you can express yourself freely in English. I've been journaling for years, and recently I've dropped the habit, and I really want to return to it. What I love most about it is looking back at old entries. You not only remember beautiful or messy life moments, you also see how far your English has come. Habit number 5, stay motivated and inspired. How often do we start something with that fire in our eyes, feeling like, this time, I'm really gonna do it. We set goals, imagine the results, and then life happens. We skip a day, then 2, and suddenly we're not doing it at all. This happens with English too. We study hard, then stop, then start again from 0. So how do we stick to it, even when motivation disappears? Here are a few things that can really help. Surround yourself with inspiration. Watch videos of other English learners. Listen to podcasts or read blogs about language learning. Sometimes just one story or one sentence can light that spark again. Find your why. What's your personal reason for learning English? A job, travel? That reason will keep you going. Set goals and check in with them now and then. Make it fun. You don't need to study grammar every single day. Listen to songs, talk to yourself, play language games. That still counts. Take breaks when needed. It's okay to rest. A short break is better than burning out. Burnout! Celebrate your wins, even the tiny ones. Understood a meme, ordered food in English, watched a video without subtitles? That's progress. Motivation comes and goes, but if you make English part of your real life, you'll keep moving forward. Even on the days when you're tired or busy, it becomes something that's simply part of you. We have 2 more left, and habit number 6, speak even if you feel shy. Speaking can feel terrifying. I remember that feeling so well, especially when you're talking to native speakers. You worry about making mistakes or sounding silly. But here's the thing. Speaking is one of the fastest ways to grow your English. Even if you don't feel ready, start anyway. And even if the idea of speaking to someone else still feels scary, Start with yourself. Seriously, talk out loud while doing chores. Describe what you are doing or tell yourself about your day. I made a video on how to practice speaking alone. It is full of practical tips to get started. Definitely check it out. And guys, when you feel ready, try conversational apps like Tandem or Hello Talk, online speaking clubs or private tutors, language meeting apps, or joining online communities around your hobbies. Think of your English as a superpower. You already have your native language and maybe even more than one. And now you're adding English to the list. That's incredible. It won't be perfect at first, but that's okay. With every conversation, every little sentence, you get more confident. Rome wasn't built in a day, and your English fluency won't be either. But it will come one step at a time. And the last one for today, habit number 7. Work on your pronunciation and accent. All right, let's talk about pronunciation and yes, accents too. Now, these two often get mixed up, but they're actually different. Pronunciation is about how you say sounds and words clearly. Accent is more about the melody, rhythm, and intonation of your speech and where it sounds like you're from. And here is the important thing. You don't need a perfect accent. You don't need to sound British, American, or anyone else. But you do want to sound clear so that others understand you easily. That's the real goal. When I was learning Chinese at university, we had a whole phonetics course at the beginning. We didn't touch grammar or writing at first. We just listened, repeated sounds, and practiced tones. Why? Because if your pronunciation isn't clear, even simple sentences won't work. And it's the same with English. So no matter your level, beginner or advanced, it's never too early or late to work on your pronunciation. Here are some simple, practical ways to start. Listen carefully to native speakers. Try tongue twisters. Break words down into syllables and individual sounds. Record yourself speaking, then listen back. Notice what sounds natural and where you can improve. And shadow native speakers. Another tip, pick one accent to focus on at first, like British, American, or Australian English. Why? Because your brain gets used to the rhythm, sounds, and spelling patterns of that variety. You can always explore other accents later, but starting with one helps build a strong foundation. And remember, this is not about sounding perfect. It's about sounding clear, natural, and confident. And that's it. So tell me, which of these habits are already part of your day? And which one do you want to try next? Remember, you don't have to do all 7 at once. Start small. Make English part of your routine and stay consistent because real progress comes from daily habits. Thank you guys for watching this video and I'll see you in the next one.